This is Villa View. Coming up, Derby Day reaction from Petrov and Downing, and we look ahead to the fight for fourth at Eastlands. Hello and welcome to this week's Villa View. I'm Andy Walker and I'm joined in our studio today, as ever, by our man at the Villa, Matt Kendrick, where we'll both be taking a look back at the Second City Derby and a look ahead to a rather important game at Manchester City on Saturday. Well, welcome, Matt.
Hi.
Matt, you was at the Derby on Sunday, which Villa recorded a sixth straight victory over their bitter local rivals. But it was a matchup that was kind of clouded in controversy at the end. I mean, firstly, what was your take on the outcome?
It was a vital victory for Villa, wasn't it? Not only to keep them well into top four contention, but also to continue that remarkable record. Of the 6 victories, I think it was arguably Villa's least convincing. They probably shaded the first half, but didn't get going in the second half. And Birmingham, had it not been for a series of top quality saves from Brad Friedel, might have edged in front themselves. It's a shame, really. I think, although Villa fans would disagree, it's a shame that it was settled on such a moment of controversy. The debate's going to rage on and on and on. I personally think it wasn't a penalty. I think that it was a fair tackle, and I think Villa got lucky. But I should imagine Martin O'Neill, his players, and all the Villa fans won't worry too much about that. The fact of the matter is they've got another 3 points on the board, got another victory over the local rivals, and they've still got an awful lot to play for this season.
About Brad Friedel, he said he was outstanding man of the match, clearing approaching his 39th birthday. You think he can go on?
I think he can. I think he's certainly got another season in him. The manager commented at the final whistle the other day. I think I asked him the question, are you surprised how agile Friedel still remains in such advanced years? And he was saying how the goalkeeper's diet, how he lives his life. I know he's a big fan of yoga. I think he does everything possible to give him the best possible preparation.
Well, we got the chance to catch up with Stewart Downing after the Derby result, and he was quick to praise his American teammate.
Yeah, that's, obviously he was quiet at times for him, and then, like you say, good goalkeepers come alive when they're not done a lot and then they have to make a save, and he did that. So, like you say, it was a good save.
He's been doing that all season. When obviously he's been quiet in a lot of time in the game, and like you say, when he's called one, he's made good saves. Sign of a good goalkeeper, I think. Like I say, he made some great saves. Sometimes you need that little bit of luck, and you keep it to pull 1 or 2 off. And like you say, he looks after himself. He's sitting well, so. As long as he does that, I think he'll just carry on playing, and you can see in his performances that age doesn't really matter, I don't think. Well,
Matt, we discussed Brad Friedel already, but the match winner was James Milner, and he had extra reason to celebrate on Sunday when he was named the PFA Young Player of the Year. It really has been a tremendous season for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a fitting award. I can't think of anybody who's a more worthy recipient than James. Not only has he been outstanding for Aston Villa in terms of the energy and the class that he brings to the team, but also in a day when kind of Premier League prima donnas, if you like, get a bad press, he's a real kind of down-to-earth good lad who works hard. He's grateful for the chance he's got to let his talent shine, and he's done exactly that. He's been brilliant, and you mentioned the winning penalty. The pressure on his shoulders for that kick. Without trying to be too melodramatic about it, Villa's season was perhaps hinging on that kick, because if they hadn't won that game, Champions League would have been perhaps a step too far. But the way he stepped up and buried it past the keeper, who he had openly admitted would have faced his penalties numerous times in training, plus the way he contended with Birmingham's attempts to put him off, it was a belting penalty. And even if people were still arguing about whether it should have been awarded, there was no argument about the quality of the finish.
No doubt in it at all. Obviously, he got in the PFA Team of the Year as well, as did Richard Dunn, who we'll touch on in a moment. But firstly, here is the thoughts of Villa skipper Stiliyan Petrov, who believes that Villa are starting to prove their critics wrong.
I said it before that, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, people was writing it off, and I said it's going to be a lot of twists and turns until the end. And that's what happened. To be honest, fair play to Tottenham. They won 2 games that not many people expect them to win, but we're still in the mix, and it's up to us now. We probably need to wait other teams to drop points. It's up to us to try to win it. We're on the right way, and now we'll see what's going to happen in the end.
Well, Matt, obviously now we're going to look ahead to the trip to Manchester City on Saturday. And do you think it's safe to say it's going to be a season-defining game?
I think so, yeah. I just think it's what football's all about, isn't it? That it can throw up kind of quirks of fate like this. We've got Richard Dunn, we've got Gareth Barry, both facing their former clubs in such an all-important game where it's kind of not quite winner takes all, but it's kind of very much loser takes nothing.
Yeah.
I'd have thought. So yeah, I think I don't think that's an exaggeration to say that it is a season-defining game.
You said, obviously mentioned there, Dunn also got in the PFA Team of the Year. A, do you think that was deserved? And B, also, I mean, just how big is this game?
I think it was deserved. I think he must go down as one of the bargains of the season. I think the manager deserves credit for signing him, but also the timing of it. He's signed a player who was so highly motivated, feels he's been thrown on the scrap heap long before his time, and I think Villa have just reaped the rewards of that all season. He's been so brave. He's a much better defender than I ever gave him credit for, the way he reads the game. Although he's kind of an old school player will throw his head and his body on the line, he also anticipates exceedingly well, which gives him a yard on a lot of the centre forwards he marks. I think it's richly deserved that he's in the Premier League team of the season, and hopefully he'll give Manchester City another reminder of what they're missing on Saturday.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Matt, and thank you for watching. And be sure to log on at the same time next week to see whether Villa are still dreaming of Champions League football. Thanks, and we'll see you then.